All right, what's going on, guys? Farzi Vasugian here with you for our halftime live stream as the Chiefs currently dealing with some trouble after a really hot start. They are trailing at halftime 17-14. And I'll tell you the one big stat I just put out there, if you didn't see it already on social media, the Chiefs in their first two drives after that interception, thanks to Jalen Watson, the Chiefs had 109 yards of total offense on their first two drives. Both resulted in touchdown scores, one to Rashee Rice, the other one to Travis Kelce. And then the last two drives, they mustered 45 yards of total offense. More than half of that in the last two drives. Absolutely backbreaking right there. And you're seeing Kansas City. I mean, these aren't necessarily like short-lived drives per se. I mean, the first drive after the Travis Kelce touchdown for the Chiefs, that was a 7-play drive. And then they had an 8-play drive, but they just haven't been able to manufacture anything since then. The Chiefs really being outscored 17-7 ever since the first touchdown of the game. I was hoping Kansas City would get a touchdown before halftime, and then they could open up the second half with a touchdown. Not really seeing that right now. So we always hear the term tale of two halves. This was really a tale of two quarters in the first half here. So for Kansas City to really get off to that slow start, not very good. And then defensively, Trent McDuffie really having a rough game. I know he's dealing with some sort of an ankle issue there. Tracy Wolfson mentioned taping it up and how he's expected to appear for just third downs for the time being. We'll see if that changes in the second half. But as far as third and longs go, especially on that drive after the interception Dak Prescott threw, they converted on a 3rd and 7, a 3rd and 9, and a 3rd and 10. And on third down today, Dallas is 5 of 8. So I'm really interested in seeing what adjustments Spags and the Chiefs defense make in the second half. But to go back to the offense, I think play calling certainly has been questionable in the second quarter compared to the first quarter. Penalties on Juwan Taylor. I'm sorry, not Juwan Taylor. You see, we get accustomed to it now. It's like muscle memory at this point. But with Josh Simmons, 2 holding penalties. I know the second one they were kind of debating. Was it not? And then the illegal formation. And that's not good. I mean, and I kind of had a thought to myself. Juwan Taylor gets called for a lot of illegal formation penalties. And now you're seeing your rookie offensive tackle get called for it. I'm starting to wonder, is this an Andy Heck issue? Because this is happening often for the Chiefs, mostly with Juwan Taylor, but now you're seeing it with your rookie, Josh Simmons. Lack of discipline showed up again, 2 series in a row, knocked backwards. Yeah, that's never good. That is never good. As much as we like Matt Ariza, that's not good. Yeah, Simmons is having a really rough go at it. The good news is Kareem Hunt, I mean, he got off to a really hot start. He's averaging more than 5.5 yards a carry. So utilize him more, maybe. I don't know. The Chiefs kind of shied away from him. I know they were using Pacheco a little more. He only has 2 runs statistically, but I think a couple of them were nullified because of penalties here. So, and I think some of the play calling really got bad too with Xavier Worthy. They're making that way too obvious at times, and it's leading to losses on the field. So I'd like to see the Chiefs get better about that because I don't think they need that right now. There was one where he lost 4 yards. I mean, come on. I think the Chiefs kind of telegraphed that. When you just look around, Rashee Rice, he has 3 catches for 41 yards. Travis Kelce has 3 for 25. Worthy and Brown, they combined for 3 catches. You only have 4 guys who've caught a pass for you. Juju has been targeted, no catch for him. That was one where Holmes was just trying to throw it on the ground. They went to Tyquan Thornton earlier, but it was a penalty, so it didn't end up counting statistically as a target. Meanwhile, Dak has completed a pass to 7 different players. And they're continuing to leave a lot of those underneath passes that go for yards after the catch. They let Jake Ferguson have a couple of those. CeeDee Lamb had one. Kansas City's got to be much better about that. So the halftime adjustments, I'm curious to see on the defensive side, especially with the amount of passes they're allowing underneath. That's got to change. And I think Kansas City will have a better chance at winning, especially on those battles with their defense, if they don't allow those short underneath throws there. And I think, third down 2, 5 of 8, not acceptable. That's got to change as well. When you look at total first downs in this game, they both have 11. It feels like it's more one-sided in that category. But for right now, Kansas City's got to be much better. The Chiefs had 169 yards of total offense. Dallas 232. So that's something that needs to change as well. Blown assignments all over should never happen with this defense. Yeah. Post Malone. What's he singing? Yeah, I like Post Malone. I can't have that audio on. I don't want to get Zuckerberg. We don't need a copyright strike, especially on Thanksgiving. They played 4 days ago. They look slow and tired. Yeah, I mean, listen, Dallas also played 4 days ago, also, but I get it. They're at home, but should not be the case. We've seen teams go on the road on Thursday Night Football and win. Let the ego and pride go, run more than pass, and take the pressure off 15 and increase accuracy. I'm with you. Mark. Yeah, Mark Gregory, I'm with you. Juwan Taylor questionable to return. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to see that. Are we losing sleep over that? If we're being completely honest, I mean, I'm really not. I know he was showing a little bit of improvement this year, but then he reverted back to his penalty ways. I know he hasn't had any of those this year, but I'm ready to see more of Jalen Moore, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, they got off to a great start going after. And listen, Shamari Connor has been going after Dak Prescott. It's just he's a half second too late on a lot of these plays. Bolton, there was another one with him too. So if the Chiefs can be quicker about getting to Prescott and the coverage can be a little better there, that would certainly help. You're going to start getting some sacks. I mean, Kansas City, they have not gotten a sack in the last, 1.5 games now? The last 6 quarters? I mean, that's not good. It's been a while since the first quarter of the Broncos game. Yeah, it's so 3 quarters from the Broncos game, 4. Yeah, it's been 9 quarters since the Chiefs last had a sack. That is not good. That needs to change. Yeah, unless Daniel Jones never got sacked. And Dak Prescott's yet to get sacked in this game. So the most recent game where the Chiefs got a sack was on Bo Nix, and that was the opening drive of the game. The Chiefs got 2 on that one, and they didn't get a single sack the rest of the game. Yeah, that is a concern. Where they, that's got to be on Unsolved Mysteries. Where the hell did the Chiefs offense go? Listen, I don't think Trey Smith is absent. Would you like Trey Smith? Absolutely. But I don't think Trey Smith's absence is playing a big role in Kansas City's struggles in the second quarter. I mean, they didn't have Trey Smith in the first quarter, and they were operating just fine. So what happened in the second quarter? That is a concern. I think part of it is, bad play calling and not committing to the run, plus the penalties on Josh Simmons does not help. Does not help at all. Yeah, and it's hard to say without seeing the entire play, like what Mahomes is not able to get down the field. Because are there guys getting covered, or is he missing open guys? I don't know. We can't see that. Dak's had a couple of open guys he's missed in this game on third down, and that's benefited Kansas City, obviously. They are blitzing, Doug. It's just they're always a half second late to get to Dak. That's been the issue throughout the first half. Play calling, yeah. Nine quarters. Yeah, 9 quarters, no sacks by the defense. That absolutely needs to change. And I'm hoping they can figure it out. Deep ball needs work. Yeah. The fact that we heard all off season, oh, the deep ball's coming back. The deep ball's coming back. The big plays, but that just hasn't really worked out. Losing Cook hurts secondary. Let's see who steps up. Cook did come back in the second quarter. I know they pointed that out, but that hasn't mattered too much. Got to lock in. Stopped running the ball again. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, and again, Kareem's averaging 5.6 yards a carry. Come on. You got to commit to the run here. And I don't think he had a run on that last drive the Chiefs had. Pacheco was on the field for it, but I don't know. And I get it. You don't want to run Kareem to the ground, especially, you just played 5 days ago. So how do the Chiefs handle that? They're paying a defensive tackle $30 million to half-ass snaps and blitzers to run right in the blockers. Yeah, I don't know, man. Something's up with this defense. They're really, really good one day, and then they just look lost the next. The inconsistency is confusing to me, and I would be a little worried if that ends up being the difference maker as to whether or not the Chiefs make it to the playoffs, or maybe they become one and done this year. I don't know. I mean, I hope not, but boy. I mean, I wouldn't say McDuffie's average. He's done a lot of great things. You just don't see it on the stat sheet. He's having a really bad game, though. I mean, for the purposes of this discussion for this game today, he's having a really bad game. 100%. It's playoff football. You run Hunt. Again, I want to see more of Hunt. I'd rather see Hunt over Pacheco, but you don't want to run him to the ground. That's the thing. And sure, he's got, a few extra days to get ready for it, but the next game that is, but man, I don't know. The way they're kind of managing this game is a little concerning right now. Offense is too inconsistent this year, even though the numbers are better. Yeah, the numbers look good on the Chiefs, but it just doesn't feel like it really shows up on the film. The halftime show sucks. Well, are you referring to me or Post Malone? Probably me. Because I could not imagine Post Malone being that bad. For those of you watching the halftime show, what'd you think of that? How many marks did you drink in Mexico? I think you meant margs. A lot. Too many to count. Way too many to count. Yeah, maybe I should be going back to Mexico. Maybe that's the secret. Simmons is getting targeted, even threw his hand up on the refs on one pancake to show he wasn't holding. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's see. Let me go to Instagram for a moment. What do you think the Chiefs do to start the second half? The Chiefs have not done very well to start the second half of football games. The Chiefs love to defer, and if they don't defer, their opponents always elect to receive to start the game. So Kansas City's just been bad to start off in the second half. So can they turn that around in this game? I sure as hell hope so. Absolutely. Yeah, should have scored before that, even a field goal. And I think Mahomes was trying to get that because he was scrambling a couple of times just to get past the red line. But yeah, they never were able to get close. What are you expecting different from this defense in the second half? Better coverage, I'd like to think. And they start shutting down those short underneath passes because that has been hurting Kansas City's defense in this one. I'm a big fan of Post Malone too, but it sounds like he's not doing too well, according to a couple of you. Can't afford to go 3-0 to start the second half. I agree with you, Wes, but I'm a little concerned if that's what happens. The only positive from the defense was a turnover early on. Yeah, they have been really struggling since then. I think they forced one punt. Just to go back and check. Interception, touchdown, field goal, touchdown. No punts. The end of the half was just, them running a play, and that was it. There was only 12 seconds left. So, yeah, no punts from Dallas's side. Meanwhile, Ariza's had 2 in this one. So, Kansas City's got to be better about that. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. For those of you who will not be tuning in after the game, happy Thanksgiving to all of you. If you're going to be tuning in afterwards, we will do the Chiefs Zone podcast live. We will take your calls. I'll have the link for you guys to call in. All you have to do is click on the link, turn on your audio, your video, put in your name, and we will chat it up afterwards. You guys can call into the post-game show. And given the way things have gone so far, it might be a very interesting post-game show nonetheless. All right, guys, I'm Farzin Vasugian. Thank you all for joining me for this halftime live stream. I will talk to you after the game. Enjoy the second half.